This is Dan Dingsøyr reporting for Press for Truth, and we're all familiar by now, I'm sure, with Hillary's emails. And while the corporate state media has been focusing on trivial matters, we here are going to be revealing the blatant war crimes that our Western elites are guilty of. Now, these include embedding Al-Qaeda into the U.S.-backed opposition in Libya, Western nations scrambling for first dibs on Libyan oil, the nefarious origins of the Viagra mass rape claim, and this is the real zinger in my opinion, concern over Gaddafi's gold and silver reserves. The Western central banking monopoly is on shaky ground. The US dollar is grossly inflated, and the euro is really just as fragile as Gaddafi's regime was once NATO violated the 1973 no-fly zone resolution. Now, the power to create money out of thin air is at the heart of this new world order, and that's one of the major reasons that Gaddafi had to go. The April 2011 email sent to Hillary from Sidney Blumenthal had the subject line, France's client and Gaddafi's gold. And this email identifies French President Nicolas Sarkozy as the brainchild behind the attack on Libya, focusing on getting Libyan oil and ensuring French influence in the region, which would obviously help his domestic approval rating. And then, of course, this huge threat that Gaddafi's gold and silver reserves posed to the stability of the fiat euro currency. So it's undeniable that the email clearly states that the intentions behind the attack on Libya wasn't making the world safe for democracy or liberating the Libyan people or whatever propaganda was pushed at that time and is still reinforced today in the media. Wars are never humanitarian. The attack on Libya was about consolidating more power by using NATO and to prevent Gaddafi's gold dinar from toppling the Fiat-Money empire that these Western elites have been building now for over a century. And now we have this from our good friends at the Free Thought Project. According to the email, which, by the way, has since been removed from the U.S. Department of State's website, it says here, this gold was accumulated prior to the current rebellion and was intended to be used to establish a pan-African currency based on the Libyan gold dinar. This plan was designed to provide the Francophone African countries with an alternative to the French franc. Source comment, according to knowledgeable individuals, this quantity of gold and silver is valued at more than $7 billion. French intelligence officers discovered this plan shortly after the current rebellion began, and this was one of the factors that influenced President Nicolas Sarkozy's decision to commit France to the attack on Libya. So Gaddafi planned to be economically independent from the central bankers. And when French intelligence found out about this plan for a gold-backed dinar, the gears of war were put into motion, and the propaganda about a humanitarian mission was then just broadcasted to the masses. Now, this just goes to show you how serious this fiat money business really is. It's the source of all of the elite's power. And if everyone stopped using this system, this currency, propping this up right now, what power would the central bankers or politicians or any of their controllers have? And while it is true that all the top-tier families of the global elite own gold, and in massive quantities, having secular dictators return their country to a gold standard would be a massive blow to their plans. And likewise, if Americans and Europeans demanded physical gold or paper money backed by gold reserves, then this current economic house of cards would just completely collapse. And so as Canada's new Liberal government participates in these same wars of aggression that the previous Harper Conservative government did, it's clear, guys, as we've said time and time again before, the new boss is the same as the old boss. Politicians are merely just puppets for this shadow government that operate with a continuous goal of establishing a world empire. And they're going to kill anyone who stands in their way. But that's not going to stop us, my friends. So if you appreciate the work that we're doing here at Press for Truth, please check out the PFT shop. We've got a lot of great shirts and hats and stickers and DVDs of all our documentaries, and your purchase goes towards supporting real independent media. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. We've got more video reports coming soon to pressfortruth.ca.